Hello there. Before we get into all the creepy, I want to start by thanking all of you guys who have subscribed. It means so much to me. It feels like I'm finally finding my soul tribe, and it makes me excited for reaching the next milestone. I want to do something special for you all. If you have not yet subscribed, feel free to check out my other videos and see if you want to do so. I have some authentic paranormal evidence to share with you all today. This stuff is crazy. I mean, we capture full-on spirit apparitions, voices. This is proof that the paranormal can not only move objects physically, but also predict the future. And they know things. They know things that you would otherwise wonder, how on earth could anyone possibly know this literally years before it happens? So I've been sitting on this evidence for a few years now for personal reasons, but I'm starting to feel like it might have been for a reason, because more has unraveled throughout the years and it just totally blows my mind. So I've never asked any of you to watch any of my videos in their entirety, but this is the one. Paranormal enthusiasts, watch until the end. I don't know how long this video is going to end up being, but it's going to be that length for a reason. I don't know why this is, but headphones works best when listening to anything spiritual, paranormal. And in this specific instance, there were certain things that I could not see on my phone that I could see on a computer. So of course I'm going to do my best to make this video visible and digestible on a phone as well, but I'm not like a scientist here. If you're really interested in looking into this, definitely use headphones and a computer screen if possible. With all that being said though, this is the story of the spirit at my door. In order to tell this story correctly, I need to take you all the way back to Saturday, March 27th of 2021. This was a chill night. It was just two of us here, no plans of going out. We had been playing games, listening to music, and we were definitely, having a few puffs of the magic dragon, if you will, and probably taking a few shots as well. I guess I should also note that a common interest between the two of us was our fascination with the paranormal. This night, they chose to open themselves up to the unknown without any specific or purposeful intentions, pretty much just asking anything to come and do whatever it wanted, just seeking proof or entertainment. I don't really know. All I know is that's exactly what we got.
We're tripping, we're not tripping, okay? So something weird just happened. Literally earlier tonight opened up and said for spirits to come through and move things around and stuff. He opened up to it and I kind of told him to set boundaries, but regardless, he did that. And something really weird just happened. We have the Ring doorbell, which notifies you when things move around, and this is the clip that we were notified of with the motion. Go a little bit before the motion. The door closing and locking. Did you just close and lock the door?
Mm-mm.
Show us the time where it was recorded on this app. At 10:01? Yeah, our door was closed and locked.
Yep.
And
look.
as you, neither of us were at the door. I was in the bathroom. Was on the couch. We come and check, and it's, locked and closed, and it's just,
There's just no way.
You swear to God?
I swear to God, I did not lock that
Because
door.
I was in the bathroom. That's why I'm did you lock the door?
No, and then, what do you think
But you were on the couch, and you got notified of this.
Yeah.
That's where you were?
And why do you think I started tripping when I opened it up? And I was like, dude, it's locked.
As we're having a nice night to ourselves, enjoying music, I got up for a quick bathroom break. And when I tell you guys I'm quick, I'm quick. As I'm literally using the restroom, I hear him shout from the couch that someone's at the door. And this startled me because it's pretty late We're not expecting anyone. I'm a hermit. I don't get visitors like this. So it was totally out of the ordinary. And so I'm wondering, is there something wrong? Is this a threatening situation? And this is all these thoughts are flooding me in like 1 second. So I rush out of the bathroom and I come out to find him looking at his phone, like really puzzled. And that pretty much just validated that something weird was going on. And I started feeling a little bit antsy. We're not the type to answer the door right away, so we're kind of like trying to see what's going on. We see the door like opened and close and lock by itself, yet there was not a person in sight. You know how like those doorbell cameras, even if it's nighttime, you can still see people, but there was nothing. And so we're like, it was puzzling for both of us. For him, he's probably like, what the heck just happened? And for me, of course it happened the split second I went to the bathroom. And so when something so odd happens, you naturally want to point the finger at the person you're with and be like, this had to have been you. Did you do this? But you guys, in my soul, I knew that, this is such an open house. I can literally hear my mouse crunching on her food in the middle of the night, like from the bathroom. I would have been able to hear if he had gotten up and opened the door. I clearly heard him shouting that someone was at the door from the couch area. And with how fast my bathroom trip was, he wouldn't have had enough time to like go and create this whole like scheme, So I definitely questioned him because it was weird, but I knew deep down this was something outside of him. So I started to put 2 and 2 together, and that's when I started to look into whatever just happened.
How are you tripping when you literally opened up to it earlier tonight, and I told you to set certain boundaries, but it honestly, if we can like really like look at this situation right now, like if the door was left open, was the door open before that footage?
I don't know.
So let's move it to where it's charging, because his charger is on that weird phase. Okay, so as you can see on this Ring app, we have 8 p.m. and 9 p.m. and as you can see, there's no door in sight, and we've been inside. I've been practicing the viola and he's been with me listening. That's all we've been doing these past few hours. And you don't see any doors here around this time, between 8 and 9. We go to 9, there's motion detected past 10. So as you can see, it looks like a white blur, like whiteness comes over the screen. That, and also the door is moving out. So how did the door move out and then back, and then it closed and locked? And when we play it, you can hear the door freaking locking, dude. And it was on the couch. I was in the bathroom when this just happened. What are the odds it happened when we were separated and like distractions were made?
Dude,
like,
this is insane.
Okay, so listen to the sound of it locking. What the frick? And what is that little dot? Did you see that little light? What was that dot?
That could be the other neighbor's house. It's usually.
How did this happen, dude?
I don't know. This
Okay.
Is weird.
Dude, weird.
Dude, that is weird.
And you don't see like a human hand?
Nope, nothing. Dude. And how did it lock from the inside?
What the fuck was that? Okay, share it with me, because this is a cracked ass screen and I don't know how good the audio is going to come out. I'm going to get the good video for this. There's a voice. Let's just listen.
And there's another motion.
Another like light blur. Look. that around 10:01, then 10:08, another flash of light. Let me show the whole thing. So I'm gonna scroll my finger left and right. See? Same flash of light triggered it. The motion. Like, the thing is, can I just say that I'm good at locking the doors? Like, my mom was so strict on that growing up, so paranoid, that I don't think I left it unlocked. I was the one who locked it shut. So did it unlock and then open?
We've been sitting inside this whole time. Hey, we need to see if we could try to debunk.
Can I go do it?
How did that happen?
That was a quick flash in our camera.
I just don't understand. Because I got a motion at the front door and I click on them immediately.
If I'm right, which I probably am, I locked it and closed it regularly. Then, does that mean that it unlocked by itself, it opened, and then it closed? So can we test something? We could see what it looks like when the screen door opens and shuts.
Yep.
Let me see if you could see my hand. Ew, I just heard a sound.
And it's with the lights off, too, because that's how it was caught.
Okay, so right now, I'm gonna do a second video. Okay, so what I want to do is, like, just with my actual hand, try to push it open and close it and see if you could see my hand through the screen door versus that video where there's no hand. And this is creepy. I do not invite any entities or any spirits in here. You are not welcome in our house if you are, yeah, we just want privacy, actually. Like, I feel coldness right here. What is that? Oh, that's my shadow. I creep myself out. Okay. It's fine.
How? I just don't understand how that would happen.
God protects me.
How? I just don't understand how that would happen.
God protects me.
How? I just don't understand how that would happen.
I did not see this shadow figure until I was editing and reviewing this footage a few nights ago, this month in 2024. To say the least, I was super creeped out and, not gonna lie, like a little bit frustrated. Whether it's shown through my channel or not, I take my approach and relationship to the spiritual seriously. It means a lot to me. Before ever opening myself up, what you don't see is that there's a whole meditation process, prayer, protection, intention, and purpose. And another thing is that, not like I drink anyways, but like it's a thing that I will never drink when opening up to spirit or whatever it is. Like, those two things are separate from each other. It's like driving. Why would I drink and drive, you know? So the fact that this was supposed to be a night to just chill and relax, get a little buzz in my own home, my sacred space, and this individual just takes it upon himself to invite anything to come in and do whatever they want, purely for his own entertainment or whatever, and having no regard for my boundaries. Instead of recording my live reaction and like me freaking out, I decided to like process it and embrace and, you know, sage my entire home. When I tell you guys, I went all Trisha Paytas up in here. I love you, Jesus. I love you, Jesus. Like, literally. One thing that I've learned throughout my 7 years of practicing spirit communication actively is that time and connectedness is different on the other side. In this 3D realm, if we want to connect to someone else, we have to verbalize it, send a text, a call. Spiritually, it's as easy as your thoughts. If you want to contact a passed on loved one, you just think about them. It's more of an energetic connection that way through your mind and your intention. With that, there's a theory that when you revisit a paranormal incident, that energy can feel that you're thinking about them and revisiting that experience, and there's a connection there. So I wanted to sage just for that sake, just to be safe. You know, though, I need to make a point about intuition before we move on here. Have you guys seen the spirit box session where I'm confronting the spirit that visited me during a sleep paralysis episode? There was a clip in that session where this blur zooms past the screen back and forth, this direction then the other, and then a split second after, my head moves those same directions. Like I could sense it like a few seconds after it happened. And then in another clip in that session, I'm just feeling so drawn to the window and I feel like something's there, and it confirms that it is in fact there.
Are you inside?
There are no odds that in this moment, all my focus should have been on the front door and what's outside of the front door. What were the odds that I felt the need to do a double take at this random corner where there's literally a refrigerator and that's it, and we capture this shadow figure peeking out through the corner? There's no coincidence, and I hate to be the bearer of this news, but when you're in a situation and you're being drawn to a certain area and you're feeling a certain thing, let's just say we have these instincts for a reason. So the question still remains though, what exactly was the shadow figure, and do we even want to know? I'm gonna link this article in the description and I'm reading straight off of it, okay? Descriptions of shadowy human-like figures have appeared in folklore and religious texts throughout history and across cultures. Some examples include the supernatural creatures known as jinn of ancient Islamic theology and the beings known as Nalusa Chito of the Native American tribes mythology. But what are shadow people? According to this professional witch and psychic Renee Watt, they are often thought of as a ghost or a collection of negative energy. But as is true with most paranormal phenomena, there's no infinite answer. According to Watt, shadow people can appear in different forms and may even indicate that someone is under a psychic attack. Many paranormal experts also theorize that there may be a connection between shadow people and extraterrestrial life, that these beings could be otherworldly in origin. These shadowy human-like entities have a bit of a murky reputation, as most people who report seeing them state that they feel uncomfortable, scared, and in some extreme cases, even paralyzed with fear. So let's just ground ourselves and continue on to the test where we attempt to debunk whatever just happened.
God protects me. Alright, let's see. I know it's dark, but I want to see.
I'm not going to click on it. I'm going to wait for it to receive the notification.
So if the screen door is open. Anyway. Even without the phone. This is super creepy. Ugh. I welcome no spirits in, only good ones, only my spirit guides and ancestors and angels and godly energy tonight, y'all. That's what I say.
She's just more scared than
Alright, so I just did a test where I opened and closed the door, and now all of a sudden it's not working. Like, it didn't record, it's not playing, but funny enough.
No, the live view is what we're trying to
Oh
see.
yeah, this is earlier. This is 10:24. Why isn't it playing?
It's playing.
Dang it, so this isn't the one we're trying to watch. But it's just weird. It's not even this one's working now. And we can't get it to play, but we were just playing the one that we originally caught, the paranormal one. So crazy because it's not like this stuff happens all the time. But dang, the one night, huh? I keep trying to pop my ears because I'm like sick right now. Weird, so we can't watch the test I just did where I guess we'll see if that ever works out. To be continued. $10:37 is the test that I try to do, and when I try to pull it up on my phone, glitched. So the whole point of that test was to see and compare me opening and closing the door to the original one, and it glitched and it didn't even load on phone. So what are the odds that it's glitching now? Should I do another test? Should we be persistent with this? One more test. So we just did another test and I moved slower in attempts to have the video. Why are we going? Let's do it on my screen. It is 10:57. This was at 10:55. We just did it. Okay. See how loud that is? See how loud we are when we open the door? Did you hear that notification sound and everything? Listen how noisy. Okay. See my arm? Let's see, it goes further. I don't know, we'll have to put it side by side. I don't really know, maybe.
As you can see, it starts with the door opening from the very beginning as soon as it starts moving. There's no glitching. You can clearly see me, even in night vision, versus the test, which of course is a recording on a phone. You see the door opening from the very beginning. I personally, from my computer, can also see me moving from behind the holes in the screen door versus the original paranormal one where it just starts wide open and there you don't see the process of it opening from the very beginning at all. And if you look at my test, you can see my hand through the holes in the screen. You can see me reaching for the door, whereas in the paranormal one, there's seemingly nothing there, not from what we captured anyways.
Oh, it was like the 10 o'clock one, huh? Did it happen right at 10 o'clock, really? Dude, it happened. So my question is, why didn't it capture it like opening? It must have happened so incredibly slow because I thought I was moving slow. I was like thinking to myself, go as slow as possible right now. The start of this video isn't just like footsteps and the sound of like a door opening. It's actually begins with this flash, which is not included in our test. And it did not start at this point. Oh, creepy. 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 Definitely something happened, I don't know.
That creeps me out so much. How slow was this thing opening the door for it to not be triggered until it was wide open? Or was it the flash that triggered it, honestly? Could have been the Flash.
I'm kind of like, who are you?
I'm gonna try to see if I can hear a spirit move outside. Is there any spirits outside?
We just caught a whisper. Dude. I'm sorry, that's how I reacted. We just got a whisper.
Would you like me to turn on the light?
Clearly, a veil was lifted that night. We did our best to process whatever happened and even attempted to debunk it, but apparently, according to our mindset at that time, there was still one thing left to do.
I'm recording on my phone. It's dark in here. You can't see anything but the light on the PSV. Was it a spirit who opened and closed the door today? Actually, turn it up again. Who is the name of the spirit who did that? Who opened the door and closed it and locked it? Tell me your name. My name's Megan, as you know.
Nope. Executive. No.
Why won't you tell me your name?
How next.
Did something just happen outside again?
Service.
Why did you do that to our door? Were you giving what he asked for? Activity? Is there a story you would like to tell about your life, about who you are? What type of energy are you? What a cool guy.
They can fly the
What do you need to say? Were you a musician?
one incident.
What incident? How did you die?
Words. We're gonna stop and Schmuck. Let's go. War.
War? Were you against war?
Why?
What message would you like to tell the people who see this?
He reviewed.
Who are you? Who said my name? What's your name? Who's saying my name?
Call us today.
So we closed off that session, which was not captured on camera. I'm kind of putting faith into myself that I had closed it off properly at the time. And you know, with those spirit box sessions, you don't hear much in real time. It's not until you're actually editing and going over everything that you capture all these responses. So that was that. Here's the kicker though, was reviewing that paranormal doorbell footage on my laptop the next day.
It is the next day, and I was pulling up the Ring doorbell thing on the laptop, and I'm like so shaken up right now that it's hard for me to compose like sentences, but like damn, I didn't even think about like it's way better quality on here, and we actually it's so creepy. Oh, okay.
Do a different video. Come on.
I don't know why we weren't able to see. We just weren't able to see all the details from our phones. This is the clip, the same clip on the laptop. You can literally just. Oh crap! You can't see it on. Okay. Okay, straight up, actually you can't see it here. You can only see it on the actual footage, so I have to download this. Oh my god.
Can I see something? You can only see it in full Ultra HD.
You
Enhanced.
you can only see it on the clip itself. Like, it's not showing up by me recording a screen.
So I'm watching this footage on my laptop and I see a full cloaked figure leaving the door, and then the figure turns and walks through the wall that leads to the garage. The door shuts by itself, and then the voices. And then I get out my camera to record the laptop screen, and you can't see it through the camera. So I'm like, oh my freaking god, is anyone gonna be able to see this or believe me? So what I ended up doing is screen recording on the laptop, and I'm just praying that that screen recording transfers through a phone screen if any of you are watching on a phone. I even went as far as to reenacting this cloaked figure's movements. At the time, I thought it was necessary, okay, just to show you what it looks like with a real person versus the paranormal activity. And in hindsight, I look like a fool. Like, I feel hella stupid. Not too much pepper. Not too much pepper. Gosh. It's so funny, like me just in a robe walking out and running into the wall. Like, what? You know what? I thought it was necessary at the time. I'm just gonna put it in this video, but low-key embarrassing myself. I see a hand with fingers grabbing the door to move it, which you also see in my reenactment, just in a different form. The other thing I noticed is, it walks off looking like it's wearing this cloak, and then as it turns to the side, you see its neck extend outward, and you could see the structure of their face. It looks as though it's walking with a walker. But then, looking at it now, it almost looks like it's an older spirit handing off a younger spirit. See, it looks like they're holding hands, like this is the head and the shoulders of the older spirit, and this is the body and the head of the younger one. It almost looks like he's handing this little spirit off, and the little spirit goes in as he disappears away. And this can just be the way that the pixels are forming, but I don't know. I don't really know what to think. It kind of looks like it could either be a spirit with a walker or a spirit handing off a child spirit. Do you freaking see that? Let me give you a second. Now let me help point out the face, the eyes, nose, the hand. Oh! Mind you, this happens after the spirit thing. So if the theory about it coming inside is correct, it does this little extra peek just to let me know. Does that remind you of anything? Y'all, I don't know if I fucks with that. Because in real time, I didn't really hear many responses from that spirit box session we did the night of the incident. And because I had just uncovered this whole apparition of this cloaked figure, my mindset at the time was do another spirit box session because I had questions and I wanted answers.
We're just talking about this and it's just totally unexplainable. This is the first figure we've captured, and it kind of looks like a grandma in a nightgown kind of thing. I just heard a tap in the house. I'm like, not grandma? I don't know. It looks like a gown.
What incident?
Closes the door energetically and locks it again, and then there's that whisper. It's just totally unexplainable and paranormal and bizarre. I don't know. How did it sound like two doors shutting when... It is around 10 the next night from the time we captured that apparition. Honestly, I feel like I really didn't get any straight answers from the spirit box session we did last night as to who the spirit was. So, figured I would be brave. I'm gonna do another session, see if I could get more answers, and yep. So as you can see, there are two options to sweep forward and sweep reversed. When sweeping reverse, that way if responses come in forward, we know it's a spirit manipulating it. What the fuck? Okay, I just heard the R word.
Hear it.
Alright, are we gonna make it completely dark in here?
That's why you turn on the light and
It is creepy. Thank you for understanding.
To come. If you are.
Thank you for supporting me, and if you don't, suck my dick.
Why are you here? Who walked into this garage last night? You saw my brother here earlier. Did you think it was funny, the joke he made? Tell me the truth here. Are you for God or are you against him?
And,
Do you exist with God?
Forever.
Are you a force of good? Or do you like the dark side?
And I guess
It kind of looks like grandma night, like in a nightgown kind of thing.
the changes to like the middle.
see?
Unseen? Who let themselves be seen? Who are you? Who was that?
You.
Why did you show yourself? What happens when people see this footage of you?
Do you see this baby hand manifesting from the darkness? There were no babies there, I can guarantee that, okay? And then this looks like a bigger hand manifesting from the light, which, you know, energy isn't light energy, and then like our energy, And it looks like it's like reaching into the PSB, and then it's like manifesting through the light, which if they can manifest through technology, why not manifest through light? And if you continue to watch, that's not the only alleged hands captured. But at least it manifested when it said something nice, right?
The spirit who walked in this garage? Are you the only one? Well, why did you open and close the door? Why did you do that?
No shit.
Were you
What did you call me?
simply fulfilling request?
Shoot. History. We also.
Are you the...
Other defiled paper.
Are you with the angels or the demons? Why were you saying my name?
Put in a serious about.
Alright, I'm gonna close the session.
I'd help.
Thank you for coming through. Much love.
This next strange activity that was captured on the Ring doorbell happened midday. They were here by themselves most of the day. And when I had returned home, they told me something odd happened while I was gone. Forgive me if I'm incorrect, but I believe they heard a voice, like a male voice. You know, most of my Ring doorbell activity goes unnoticed. I don't see a point in like going and looking at everything if they're, but for whatever reason, when he told me he heard a weird voice in the middle of the afternoon, I felt the immediate urge to go review the Ring doorbell footage. I saw there was no activity, no motion detected, but I still knew I needed to check. I asked him what time did this happen. He said around 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So I'm scrolling, even though there's no motion activities, you could still scroll through the day. And as I'm crossing through 3 p.m., I see someone standing there. But it's like not a full-on person. It's so creepy. It's not someone just passing by or walking their dogs. It's literally emptiness. A figure standing there looking directly at the camera, front and centered, right down the path, and then it disappears. on a totally separate day. I don't even know why I felt the urge to go out into the front, and I don't even know what I'm doing in this clip. It looks like I'm literally just going out and then coming back in. I have no idea what I was doing there or why I needed to check outside. I literally see like banging at the door, and then I come out, I close the door behind me, and then the hand-like things like start going like this, like, and then it looks like they're kind of standing there and go like this and like this.
Are you okay?
And then I come back and it's like they're kind of waiting, and then once I close the door, it moves back up and it starts banging again and like going like that. Okay, you guys, like I said, most of my Ring doorbell footage goes unseen. There's just no point, but I'm gonna shut up about intuition at this point, but I felt the need to look at the footage, and I'm glad I did. This one, I don't care what anyone has to say. You remember that random clip that I pulled earlier to kind of show you what it looks like at night when I open the door normally? In that clip, you can see what flying bugs look like. You see them? Those little specks? Then let's look at this footage again from this night. That literally looks like hands banging on the door. When I saw this, which I saw it immediately right after it happened, I decided to go live a few times to see if they were still out there. Is this a bug? Is this something, trying to debunk it again? And nothing. It's just a clear night outside. And I was like, okay, well, maybe I'll wait a little bit and I'll take a second live clip to see if anything's going on out there. And nope. Just a clear, normal view. So what are the odds that I felt the need to just walk outside? I was clearly not really doing anything other than going outside and checking out what's going on and coming inside. Real quick, I just wanted to give some of my thoughts on both the spirit box sessions. I know they're hard to hear in this video. I get to be super thorough when reviewing the responses. Volume up. I get to move bit by bit through each response, hearing each vowel. I think it's clear that multiple spirits came through during these sessions. We got this priest on a mission, which mission complete, sir, like teaching me about 13:1 John and Our Lady Guadalupe. And then, of course, the very next day, one of the first responses was calling a priest the R word, which is a real issue in this world, okay? I can't really speak too much on that. It stood out to me a lot. And mentioning the name Dan or Stan, like, I don't know if that's who opened the door, if that's the priest, if it's someone separate. I thought it was really interesting how I was picking up a grandma energy, and that came through in the session as well. And then this soldier who said they fought in war. I mean, they even mentioned how we encountered a demon, which, if you guys want the story, the footage on that, it was essentially just the two of us using a Ouija board, which I am not proud of. It's something I never wanted to do, but I ended up, doing it in this connection. And obviously, they came through with a lot of warnings and predictions. Like, what was up? When I asked for the truth, they said their building camp warned you. Like, they are super accurate in these sessions. So that creeps me out, because there's like conspiracies about the elite groups of people building camps, and that's like so creepy, because the spirit said that's happening, which allegedly for entertainment purposes only, y'all. No one watches these. I swear, y'all, they kept telling me to leave, which, yes, I did end up leaving, but that happened after hearing these messages. Like, I'm just now going through this now. I really feel like this whole experience was overall like a big lesson. How they mentioned in our session, we're high and dry. Like, this is not something to play with. Just doing dumb shit and opening up with no intention, as above, so below. You fuck around, you find out. They just like gave us this gentle proof that it's not something to fuck with. Like, opening the door, are you kidding me? I mean, I know I say life is not like the horror movies, but I've seen the horror movies and I've heard the stories on, what they're inspired by, and you don't want negative shit in your life, man. You can't welcome it in your life. When they said, you're scared, haha, do you believe? On a more positive note, when I was asking, like, why did you do this? And they mentioned a creative spree. Making this video was a whole creative spree. Like, it was the whole thing. And the timing was just crazy of everything. I thought it's interesting how the spirits refer to communication as a call, and how they said that they have to get up to pull towards me, especially how they mentioned trust. Trust is so important. And this session, this experience, every experience I have with spirit, it builds my trust because of how legitimate and wonderful it is, or how it can be if you do it in the right way. I can only hope that I'm gaining their trust as well by spreading their messages and being so thorough about it. The spirits definitely predicted a lot that happened within my own family, not until like now in 2024, literally this month. To me, it wasn't a warning because I didn't review it back then. I wouldn't have understood it. It was more like them proving to me that they're legit. It was full-on proof that they know things that no one else can know years before it even happens. Between seeing a shadow figure after reviewing the footage and then this like cloaked figure, I don't know. There was a human being opening up a portal, but at the same time, in that spirit box session, when I asked, were you giving him what he wanted, they clearly said no. The years in between this instance up until now, I have grown a lot. I'm not necessarily proud of this, but at the same time, I kind of am proud that I was brave enough to confront this energy rather than running and like letting it take over, so to speak. The lessons that I want you guys to take away from this is that your intentions is everything and your crowd is everything. This connection was toxic. I started experiencing health issues. It had gotten so bad that I had no other choice but to disconnect myself. When I finally had the support and the strength to disconnect myself from this toxic situation, this weird activity stopped altogether. Like, life became normal as far as this weird shit going on. I've always had a connection to spirit. When I tell you that the sun shined differently, from experiencing things as far back as I can remember as a tiny child till now, I can tell you that chapter in my life, one thing it did teach me is the power of prayer, intention, and boundaries. I still stand behind what I say about the loving side of spirit communication. I think God gives us those gifts for a reason, and there is a lot of healing that can be done in keeping our connection to the spirit side. And the PSB Spirit Box, y'all, is legit. It is a legitimate tool. I've had some really beautiful sessions done on that spirit box. It just needs to be done the right way. I want to thank you for watching this video, especially if you watched the whole thing and you made it this far. I really appreciate it. Please feel free to like, subscribe, leave your comments down below. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.